Okay, so Taylor and myself are going to his ranch today. It's an hour drive up there. So for that hour drive, I'm gonna let Taylor drive. I'm gonna sit in the passenger side here, and I'm gonna go through the spec that I picked for my upcoming 991.2 GT3 allocation. Currently getting a Red Bull. Didn't get coffee this morning for like the first time in a year, and I feel just like shit. Got the camera settled. I think the next generation 991.2 GT3 is gonna be more similar to the current generation RS. The motor's built almost identical to the RSR and the Cup cars. It's gonna be a badass car. My car right now with the headers and exhaust should, and I haven't dynoed this to find out yet, should have about 20 to 25 extra horsepower over stock, putting me right at that 500 horsepower marker. So my current car should be very similar to the next gen car with the subtraction of like aero and stuff like that, but I would never notice those things unless I was on a track. So I don't know if it's gonna be much of a change for me to go from one to the other, but why not, I guess. So here's my spec currently. This is gonna change a little bit based on a couple factors. So one, if I can get a couple Porsche exclusive options, painted wheels from the factory, different color brake calipers, stuff like that. It's rare, but Porsche does allow some of the owners to do some really exclusive kind of custom stuff to the cars. So we're gonna see if by some miracle I get the chance to do some of those. The other thing that's really gonna change this is even more rare than those options is paint to sample. Porsche will let you paint a car pretty much any color that they've ever made in the history of their company. However, they only allow it at certain times of the year, and on top of that, they only allow a certain amount of like models into it and stuff. So you have to get really lucky. Basically, when your allocation is getting ready to go into production, you have to just pray that that week or that month, it happens to be a month that they have some open spots, and they'll let your car in to paint to sample. So the chances of actually getting a paint to sample option aren't very high. But if I did get one, I would definitely do either one of the greens, like the signal green or the birch green or something like that, or one of the bright blues like Riviera, Mexico blue, or even like Voodoo blue, which is more of a deep kind of blue color. But assuming I can't get any of those options, I'm going with Miami blue. Interior, I'm doing the 918 bucket seats. I had them on my GT4. I've had all three seat options between the two GT4s and the one GT3 I've had. And I by far like the buckets the best out of all of them. And something new they added is like the stripe that goes down the middle of the seat. Before you just had to get kind of black when you went on the bucket seats, but now they're doing like this Alcantara stripe with the stitching to match and everything. So all black interior, doing gray stitching throughout the car, the gray stripe on the seats, white gauges throughout the dash, tachometer, all the gauges up in the dash, which on mine currently are red, are gonna be white on the new one. The Sport Chrono, like the little clock in the dash that again on mine is red right now, will be white on the new one. So pretty much the inside of the car is gonna be all black and white. I did the carbon fiber trim with the racing yellow seat belts to match the carbon ceramic brakes. This car will have carbon ceramic brakes. Do I really need them? No, but I had them on the GT4, and this is gonna sound stupid, but the amount of brake dust the normal brakes produce as opposed to the carbon ceramics is insane. Like the red wheels of my GT3 are constantly covered in brake dust. Front axle lift system is pretty much a must on these cars. They're so damn low to the ground, especially here in Houston. Extended range fuel tank. I have it in my car right now. I love it. I only have to fill up my car like once a week. Some people enjoy taking their car to the gas station. That sounds idiotic, but I've actually had a friend of mine tell me that they enjoy going to the gas station. So I personally don't. I like just driving my cars, not worrying about the fuel. So the extended fuel tank on my car right now gives me about 300 miles of range. So I have to fill up my car like literally once a week, and I'm good all week. I don't drive an insane amount, but it's definitely worth it. It's only like $150. Porsche's really, really good at like nickel and diming you for everything. So you get a great car at base value, but then there's all kinds of like the smallest little things are options. Perfect example, I gotta find it here. $300 for headlight cleaning system covers in exterior color. So next to the headlight, there's these little chrome, like little dome looking things, and they spray the headlight with like washing fluid to keep them clean I forgot what it was, like every 5 times you use a windshield wiper or something like that. If you want those to not be in chrome, you want them to be in the same color as the car so they don't stand out, $300 to paint 2 little things. I'm talking like the size of a nickel each. So it's a little ridiculous, but I did that. Porsche dynamic lighting system. These are the really cool LED lights with the like 4 LEDs, and then they also have a ring around them. My car currently has them, but on mine they're chrome. They're like silver and chrome. 2016 they started offering them in black for the GT3 RS, and now going forward they're available on all of them. So I'm doing the same lights on mine right now, but black. Side mirrors on the car in carbon fiber. I've seen it on a couple 911Rs, and I like it, I guess. I haven't really decided if I'm like 100% set on that or not. I kind of like the look of the mirrors in the same color as the body, because I just like the way the mirrors look on the 911s. But in carbon fiber it might look cool too, so I'm leaving it on there right now, and hopefully if I see some more pictures I'll make up my mind if I want to leave them carbon fiber. I'm usually not someone that wants to go over numbers and stuff, but since this is like a future car that I'm not buying right now, base price in the US is $143,600. With all the options I just listed, $180,650. That's a very, very, very expensive GT3. One of the biggest things that everyone's gonna ask, are you going PDK or are you going manual? I daily drive these cars. I would probably, and I know this is gonna start a shitstorm on YouTube because I'm about to get so much hate for this, I would probably go PDK. I love the PDK in my car right now. It's awesome. I also love the manual in my GT4, so it's kind of like a trade-off. If it wasn't my everyday car, I'd take the manual. If it's gonna be my everyday car, I'll take the PDK. But the first half of the year with these cars coming in, the manual's not even an option. I don't even have an option. I'm probably gonna have to get a PDK. But if I had the option, I'd still probably, the PDK is so good. After owning my GT3 for a couple weeks, the PDK is phenomenal.
Yeah, it's good. Ford's good.
All right, so we made it to Taylor's Ranch. There's a huge tree over back behind me somewhere that needs to be cut down so we can burn it. So we're gonna cut down the tree, and I'm gonna maybe get my drone while we're doing that. And by we're, I mean Taylor, because I have no experience at all with a chainsaw. All right, bonfire is ready to go. We're gonna wait for it to get a little bit darker before we light that up. We're gonna shoot my pistol because I still haven't shot my new pistol.
It's actually really solid. Stepping on.
Obviously got the fire going. In other news, this little camera slow motion is better than my big camera slow motion, and I don't understand that, but bro, it gets so hot so fast. We're gonna hang out by the fire for a while, probably go grab dinner later, and then, I don't know, go out, do something, whatever. Thanks for watching this video. Subscribe, share, like it, and I'll see you guys in the next one.